Okay, so I've had to go total low stim. I only have my light on for so many hours a day. Trying to remember what day Jen was here. So Friday, I got out of the bath. I stayed too long in. I could feel the symptoms coming on, and my tympanic temp went as high as 106. It was a really bad episode. Literally, my nipples hurt. Freaking, it was in spasms and posturing. It was so bad. And I should have went to the ER. I know that now, but in the moment, I was scared to call an ambulance, I couldn't call the ambulance. I couldn't even talk. I was like just moaning in pain, and I think I was trying to hum because that's supposed to bring down the autonomic nervous system. It's honestly a bloody blur. My oral temp was 103. My tympanic temp, 102.9, but my tympanic temp was 106. Apparently, this is a thing with autonomic dysfunction and hypothalamic dysfunction and crap, because I honestly wouldn't believe it unless it happened to me. It happened also because the Recover study called me, and they have to bring me up to the review board, investigational board. The people decide if I can stay in the study or not because of how bad this has been. They're trying to claim that I'm too complex. Number one, do not use those words with people like us. They're freaking triggering. But number two, like, everything that they were claiming, like, I've already had all these times. The only thing that's different is this flare. And a flare could have happened to anybody. I've never had this type of flare. And yes, I understand I should have been in, like, neuro ICU, but I'm stubborn. And I'm a nurse, so I'm really scared because I have to call autonomic on Monday, and I swore up and down I was going to go to the hospital if they continued or if they got worse. But in the middle of it, I couldn't speak, and people looked to me to decide what to do with me. And at that moment in time, I was just trying to survive, and I won. I did that, barely. I feel like I've been run over by a semi-truck. It's just fudging awful when they happen. So that day, what happened was I took the bath. I guess it might have been a little drop too hot, because since then I've only taken tempered baths. And I was like 45 minutes late on my baclofen, and that trigger. And then the Recover people called me after I sent an email that I probably shouldn't have sent. And that set off a major, like, the worst episode that I've had. During the episodes, I have Brady tachycardia, like I will switch back and forth. Mostly tachy, but sometimes it's almost like the parasympathetic is trying to take over, and I'll drop into like the 30s or 40s, and then it'll just go back up to like 120, 158. During the episodes, I have PVCs with Bigemini and or Trigemini, and then when they're done, I'm back regular. So that does answer the question of whether my PVCs are sympathetically driven or not. They are. I'm trying to think what else. Spasms, dystonia, posturing sometimes. That one had posturing. Not all of them had posturing. Goosebumps, chills. Like I said, I just remember, like, TMI, but my nipples being so hard and freaking sore. I had so many blankets and with 100 and my weighted blanket trying to make it stop. I just felt like I just needed somebody like to bear hug me to make it stop. If I had called an ambulance, again, I couldn't call an ambulance, but if I had called an ambulance there that time, they would have taken me somewhere local. And the issue I have with local is they wouldn't have understood this. I didn't understand this, and I've been almost killed so many times by local that it scares me. and I just couldn't get down the stairs at the time. And I was just so scared to go anywhere but Boston, and I literally couldn't walk. My aide had to carry my IV bag and help me, because I was doing PR and IV fluids at that point in time, to the bathroom. I couldn't even walk. I was literally just a spasm mess. It was awful. So now I have to call autonomic tomorrow with my tail between my legs and say, I fucked up. They're better now. I mean, like ChatGPT has said to me, like, I kept myself alive. I did better than, most women. I do think this might go down in the infamy of times Sandra should have made herself go to the hospital. This is like right under adrenal crisis. Like right under. I am, now that Monday is almost here, because I feel like anything could trigger another episode. Like my face is hot, my head is hot. These were not MCAS attacks, these were not adrenaline dumps, these were adrenal storms. These are things I have never experienced before. My educated guess is I jarred my neck when I fell, and because of that, it has aggravated my vagus nerve, and possibly, I'm hoping not, some type of jarring of the brain happened, and it has irritated my brainstem and my hypothalamus, and I have got my autonomic nervous system has gone off the Richter scale. At some point, I will post the funny gang ChatGPT and I have come up with for my dysautonomia diva of myself. I've been mostly unconscious this last week, but when I'm not unconscious and I can't move and I'm in the dark and I can't do anything, I have used ChatGPT to entertain me and to help me process the shit, since I've almost died like multiple times this week. So it's kind of funny when your body, well, not haha funny, but kind of annoying, funny, irritating, when your body, specifically your autonomic nervous system and your hypothalamus, is constantly trying to kill you. This past week, that was fun. I don't know what's going to happen with the cover pacing trial. I emailed the review board myself and I said, if you remove me, number one, this could have happened to anybody. Anybody in a study could have had. I went to my son's graduation. I did not know that going to my son's graduation, number one, I didn't know that it was going to be so rainy, cold, overstimulating, that it was going to set off my nervous system. And number two, I didn't know it was going to fucking fall. So, like, this could have happened to anybody. Like, it's a freaking pacing trial. I'm not taking a drug. Come on. They're freaking out about palliative. I'm like, I've been palliative for 2 years. I just haven't had a provider because I cannot find anybody that will take me because of how complex I am. But technically, between my PCPs, my GIs, everybody, I've been palliative. So, this whole fucking time. So, I'm like, she doesn't. I have a palliative NP through VNA. They literally can come out and check me, make recommendations. They can't even prescribe. It's literally just to help me stay out of the hospital. Granted, they would have sent me to the hospital for this past week if I had called them. They did see me during the middle of it, but they didn't see it at its worst. So, there's a good chance autonomic is still going to make me go to the ER tomorrow because it's faster to get scans through the ER. So, the only difference is autonomic is on call over the weekend. I mean, not on call over the weekend. So, at least they will be there and they can come down and assess me and figure out what the fuck to do. So, the baclofen and clonidine working. My regular meds are working. I'm maxed out on autonomic meds. Well, not like dosage, but kinds. So, all I'm saying is my autonomic failure better get itself under fudging control.